Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so happy you are here to learn about an incredible immersion experience just for women leaders into the heart of Guatemala. This will be 8 days that will shift not only how you lead, but how you live. We're excited to welcome you personally for October 24th through 31st for only 12 lucky women. We already have some spots filled. So, this is our final presentation for you all. We're just so thrilled you could be here to join us. So, one of the questions that we are asked at the Servant Edge is what is this for? Why did you create a women leadership immersion? So perhaps you might resonate with the following. I'm feeling stuck in patterns I can't break. Same conflict, same reactions, same burnout cycle. Nothing's worked. Or maybe some of you know this phrase. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm not totally sure if I know who I am, like I'm hidden from myself. I know I feel that sometimes. And then we're so busy in life, we're so much going on that at some point we're not even sure what we want. We're not sure how to answer that question. It feels like we are in the midst of an identity erosion. And I think a lot of the women that I work with also say, I am really feeling the atmosphere of the world, the pressure, the division, the negativity, and I'm tired. I'm tired to the bone because there is a cost to achievement that nobody puts in the job description. There's that voice, that persistent voice in the back of your mind that asks, is this it? Is this what life is about? Where I feel this worn down, I feel this stuck. I'm not sure where to go next. I'm just feeling lost. I need some support. This is what drove us to create this program. Because the truth is, you cannot find yourself from inside the life that buried you. Sometimes you have to step completely out. Because at the bottom line, my friends, is we should not have to choose between achieving success and being fully human. And this, more than anything, belongs to a woman's voice right now. We should not have to choose between achieving success and being fully human, fully who we are. So I welcome you to the living classroom of Guatemala. This is not a retreat or a conference. This is an immersion into Guatemala's living ecosystem. It's 8 days designed to interrupt the pattern of your life long enough for something fundamental to shift. You will meet local Guatemalan women who are leading with vision and courage. You will be engaging with local change makers, strengthening their communities, and you'll discover what shows up when you stop performing long enough, stop playing roles, stop needing to align with whatever expectations are out there that demand time and energy from you, and just start being present. So I love maps. So before we move forward, let me just remind all of us in the room where Guatemala is. It sits just south of Mexico on the Pacific Ocean. Belize is tucked up there in the northeast. El Salvador and Honduras are to our south. And of course, Mexico and the Gulf of Mexico are just to the north. We'll be starting in Guatemala City, moving into Quetzaltenango up in the north in the rural mountains, and then back down to Antigua before we depart again. So we'll be staying in just the south side of the country. So let's talk about what a traditional conference is. Yeah, maybe you've been to a leadership development workshop or a training, whether it was in person or virtual. Typically what you see are hotel ballrooms, might be a cyber dashboard. We all are on the Zooms or the Google Meets or the Teams where we have multiple faces and we're trying to stay awake and not multitask. Generally, you're learning new theoretical concepts, very helpful. And your methodology for that learning is you're taking notes and you're nodding. You might be going out into breakout sessions, all of which is helpful. And you might return refreshed, which is exciting, but you're fundamentally the same. And how many of us have left these workshops and trainings a week, 2, 3 weeks later, maybe a day later? And we think, that was a really nice break, but I'm not sure that anything's different. That is the profound difference of an immersion program into a completely different context, where you are enmeshed in Guatemala's living culture, walking on these cobblestone streets, feeling the rocks underneath your shoes as you feel the breeze pass by you. This is about changing who you are, making shifts from the inside out. This is not open your head and pouring in different theories. This is actually experiencing it first from your heart, first from the inside. You will feel emotional imprints and deliberate disruption. And I will promise that sometimes it will even feel uncomfortable. And that's the point, because we're there to hold and walk you through that to the other side, because the result is returning fundamentally recalibrated, adaptable to whatever it is that you have in your life, with an action plan and clear steps moving forward. Guatemala offers you the ultimate mirror for examining your vision, remembering your courage, practicing that courage, embracing the power of who you are. It's for reconnection, for community, for compassion, and reminding ourselves what that looks like. I hear over and over again from women, I'm craving community, I'm craving connection, I'm craving compassion for each other. That's what this living experience offers. This immersion, though, is part of a broader arc, and that's another differentiator of why we do and how we do what we do. You will actually begin 2 months before we ever depart with our 60-day Women's Leadership Learning Circle. We normally offer leadership circles in 4-month cohorts, but for this group, we're offering a special cohort that will start in early September, about 2 months before we depart, where you will come to know your cohort. You will come to know the other women with whom you'll be traveling. You'll be talking about your intentions. You'll be setting some objectives and goals. You'll be raising issues. What's going on for you? What's happening? As well as talking through logistics and answering questions. And then you'll arrive on a Saturday for just before dinner, where you'll suddenly meet your new friends in person and will embark on our magical 8 days together. When you come home, we continue. We'll have virtual integration sessions afterwards. We're going to check in with you. You'll have your accountability partners and, of course, a private group to which you're going to be able to talk with your cohort ongoingly. We're so excited about this arc because this is what really sparks and sustains that transformation. Who are going to be your able leaders? Well, I'm proud that I have my two compatriots here on the line with us. Myself, I'm a former U.S. diplomat. I've been leading immersion programs since the mid 1990s. I was in Zimbabwe at the beginning, moved to Egypt, and then eventually around the world. I also have Sarah Barker, who's been in Guatemala for about 20 years, as well as Olga Lorenzana, who is our local host, and they are so excited to welcome you into this beautiful, beautiful country and share with you their experience, their wisdom, and introduce you to such amazing local women. So, what is included? Tell me about the group. Our role at the Servant Edge is to minimize and reduce as much friction as we can. What does that mean? That means from the moment you land at the airport in Guatemala City until the moment you depart, you don't need to worry about anything. All of your accommodations are taken care of, all of your meals, all of your in-country transportation, the activities, the times you're going to have with the community, walking and hiking, talking to women and local organizations. Translation, Spanish and English. In fact, you'll have a chance to hear the local language, which we will intentionally not translate in order for you to hear it, but you will have translations for Spanish. You'll have integrated group coaching throughout the week and access to a private cohort community group. I can assure you, having done this for a long time, there is no one else that is this all inclusive with the depth and local access you will have on this kind of an immersion. I do want to mention we do not have accessibility for those of you who may have mobility challenges. If you can walk, you can do this trip. If you can walk unaided, you will thrive. We will have about 500 steps at one point we'll be walking up, but we can go as slow as you need to. But I want to caution you all, this is a trip that will require you to be outside. So this is not in a ballroom, I'm at a hotel immersion experience. Come prepared with an open heart, with your tennis shoes on, and we'll be on our adventure together. What's your investment? Right now, we have early bird pricing until May 15th. That means for this all-inclusive experience, everything included for 8 days, except your airfare, some personal items, etc., it is only 54.57 for a shared room and 59.57 for a private room. This is well below the standard rates for this kind of experience, but these prices will go up on May 15th. You don't want to miss out. This trip will sell out. We only have a few spots left. I want to urge you, don't wait on this. If there's even a little inkling, put down your deposit and then schedule a one-on-one meeting with me. At that point, if you decide, maybe this isn't for me, that's okay. You can have your $500 deposit back, but that's where it starts. And I can assure you, if there's an inkling that you're interested, then this trip is something you need to experience because you're going to walk away with feeling, maybe for the first time in a long time, the texture of life. There is no AI involved. This is all human to human connection. This is when we finally set down our phones, set down our computers, and actually talk and think and engage with one another and help one another try to solve problems that we're grappling with or celebrate the wins that we're having or just be in a circle together. So are you ready? Are you ready to explore the edge? Reach out www.theservantedge.com, theservantedge.com, and put yourself over on the immersion page where we have Guatemala. There you'll find all the details that you'll need for the journey. I will always be accessible to you for questions, and we look forward to welcoming you truly on a journey of a lifetime, on a sojourn that you cannot replicate anywhere else. Thank you so very much for your time. I look forward to talking with you soon. Take care.